Hi everybody, my name is Lori. I'm going to be your instructor for Recreation 220, that is Recreation Program Planning. If you're watching this video, that means that you have access to Blackboard and you're enrolled in the course. That's fantastic. Welcome to week one. The purpose of this video and every video that you'll have at the start of each week this semester is to give you a little background information about what we're doing in the week. As you'll learn about me, I don't lecture a whole lot. I don't like to stand up in front of the room. I do what's called a flipped classroom, meaning that I expect you to gather the information you need, the content for this course, outside of class time. And that way we can use class time to do collaborative work, project-based explorations, and some pretty neat stuff working together. So each week I'll be uploading a short video giving you some information about the content that you will be reading or viewing or analyzing, and then what you're supposed to do with it. So hopefully the videos won't be too long or too boring. They're definitely not lectures. They're meant to be information sources for you. The videos will always be posted in your content folder. Content is what I am calling the information you will need from week to week for the course. You'll note that we do not have a textbook. Textbooks generally comprise content for a class. So in lieu of a textbook, your content will include videos, readings, some various textbook chapters, and maybe some other kind of resources that I find that I think will be useful to your knowledge for recreation program planning. Each week the content will be organized in a folder. There are generally 2 to 3 pieces of content, and you are responsible for all 3. The content will be posted kind of a week in advance, but you are asked to have viewed or read the content by Friday of that week. So I don't expect that you view the content or read the content prior to the week that we are covering that material, but sometime during that week. Now, it's kind of up to you. Some people like to have all the information before they come to class, in which case it would help you to read the content during the weekend before we start class on Monday. Other folks like to kind of play around with the information first, which is what we'll be doing in class. It'll be kind of like a lab. If that's you, then maybe come to class Monday, Wednesday, and read the content Thursday, Friday. Once you have read or viewed all the content, you will complete what we are calling an investigation. And I have a template for that that involves about 5 different prompts. The investigation will be approximately a page or less of thinking and writing. But it's essentially your way to reflect on the material that you've read or viewed for the week and then think about it in a critical way. You will respond to the content using that investigation template every single week. It's the same template every week. That template is due by Friday at midnight every week. That doesn't change. What we are doing a little bit differently this year is uploading the investigation form to a blog on our Blackboard page. In the past, I've had students upload the investigation forms to an assignment and submit it to me directly. But I think there's great value in sharing what we learn and what we put into our investigation forms with one another. So I'm going to have you upload them to a blog, meaning they are publicly visible. Now, we're not going to respond to blogs or do anything like that, but I do want that information to be available for you because you'll be using your investigation forms to complete what I'm calling deep dive exercises. That's kind of a pseudonym for a test or a larger paper, a more formal type paper. But kind of here's the gig with the deep dives. Essentially, you'll complete 10 investigations based on the reading and content for this class over the course of the semester. Of those 10, I want you to select 3 that are of interest to you or are infuriating to you or are confusing or something that you think is really relevant to you. So you can choose any 3 or a portion of any 3. Essentially, I'm looking for you to take a topic that resonates with you in some way and then dive deep into that topic. That's why it's called a deep dive. The deep dive can take on a number of formats. We'll talk about this a little bit more in class, but it can either be a paper, maybe 3 to 5 pages. It can be a video, about a 5-minute long video. It could be a Prezi. It could be an infographic or any other format that you think would best convey how you've kind of dived deep into the content. On the syllabus, you'll see there are about 5 or 6 different criteria you need to speak to for the deep dives. So I'm asking you to go to the syllabus and look at the information for the deep dives and make sure you are clear. What's tricky about our deep dives is that there's a whole lot of choice, and I'm essentially leaving it up to you. You get to select the topic, and you get to select when you complete your deep dives. The only criteria is that I'm asking that you complete one deep dive sometime on or before mid-semester, and you will only be allowed to submit one deep dive during finals week. Okay, so I'm essentially asking that you spread out your deep dives a little bit and don't save them all for finals week. We'll talk a little bit more in class, but again, go to the syllabus. I will not be reading the syllabus aloud in class. It is on our Blackboard page, so you are expected to read through that syllabus in detail and then let me know whatever questions you have. With regards to questions, we'll certainly take questions in class. But if you have particular questions, I'm asking that you email me through the Blackboard function. Try and refrain from using my Chico State email only because your email is likely to get buried. There are a lot of emails, and I will respond much faster if we can contain all of our class communications to our class Blackboard page. All right, everybody, that's a lot of information for this video. More to come. Just know that I'm very excited to have you in this class this semester. We have a very exciting project I'm excited to engage you in. But here we go. Welcome.